Morning, goddammit. Wake your ass up. Welcome to the episode. Legend of motherfucking Comedy Show. We up early. I know you're doing something with your life this morning. If you woke up, I would hope you would. I hope today when you woke up, you had positive thoughts on your mind about how you was going to change your life for the better. Because that's what we got to do in this world we live in. I know we go through struggles, hard times, kids getting on your nerves.
Oh my
Your
God.
baby daddy cheating, your baby mama cheating, your husband cheating, your wife cheating, your family stealing from you, they kicking you while you down. I mean, just a whole lot of shit going on. But through it all, we gonna shine. Welcome motherfucking back. That first topic we're gonna talk about today. Lil Reese out of Chicago, right? Top of the line rapper in the motherfucking clique of lildurk. The man had his rape case dismissed. And guess what? It's a beautiful thing today. Because in America, it's seldomly that a man get his rape case dismissed. Especially when he's an innocent man. And this is a big problem right now in this country. Men are getting charged with rape. Their livelihood is getting fucked up. And they ain't even do it. Meanwhile, the sick rapists that are evil and really raping motherfuckers, a lot of them are getting away with it and getting off.
What?
So for a woman to make up a lie, fuck with your credibility, your reputation as a good man, that is the worst thing that can happen to you. Especially when people look at you like you ain't shit and like you really done it. So imagine being accused of rape. People that been knowing you your whole life, looking at you like you really did it. You be like, hold on. Motherfucker, you know that ain't me. You know that ain't my background. But it's so fucked up in the world we live right now till you have to second guess. Even people you've been knowing your whole life, you be like, hold on. Did that motherfucker really rape somebody? Because that's the world we living in. People hide behind smoke and mirrors. They appear to be something that they not. So when somebody get charged with rape or accusation of rape, the first thing we think is, oh shit. But Lil Reese has paid a tribute to Boosie Badass after the rapper rape case was dismissed by the court. Now, Lil Reese went on social media celebrating the case would not be going forward after he previously denied the allegation. When the shit first came out, Lil Reese said, you got me fucked up. He went on Twitter to say, today was my first court day for the false ass shit that the bitch said I did. And guess what? Case dismissed. And you know what he said? He said, I want to see everybody post this like they posted shit when they said I raped the lying bitch. And this was going on. When you know you're a man of character that do not ever have to take sex from a woman, you would not ever take sex from a woman because of what you stand for. That pisses you off. I've never been accused of rape, thank God. But if I was, that woman would have me fucked up. I would fight tooth and nail to prove my innocence. But this is the fucked up thing about it. Women that put false rape charges on men, when they get it dismissed, they don't go to jail. It's like the Wild Wild West. How could a woman put a charge on you that can fuck up your whole life? And then when they find out that she lied, they just dismiss the case. I don't like this shit at all. We living in a country that a woman can make up a lie on you and say that you rape her, fuck up your reputation, make you lose your job. And then when y'all find out it's not true, she doesn't get locked up. That ain't right for all the innocent men in the world that ain't never raped a woman. It's fucked up. So that's why Lil Reese went online and said, hey, put this shit on social media like you did when these allegations came across. That's just like people you know. When they see you doing bad, people that ain't never gave a fuck about you, they can't ready to tell the world and shit on you. But when they see you doing good, they close their fucking mouth. They don't celebrate that. They don't talk about when you're winning. They be over there frown up like a fucking hater. I can't stand that nigga. And women be like, I can't stand that bitch. But they don't say nothing when you winning. When you shining looking like new money. It's a motherfucking problem. One dead and dozens sicken after eating a roasted eel from a Japanese department store. See, that's why I don't be eating all this crazy new shit that they coming out with. You see how y'all trying all this new exotic meats and exotic foods that we never ate, and they telling you it's safe to eat? Don't trust it. I don't believe that shit. I'ma eat what I know is safe that comes from the motherfucking earth. Now don't get me wrong, eels come from the earth too, because they come out of the sea, they come out of the water. But this is the thing, the ocean is so polluted right now. The rivers, the lakes that we swim in and play in, they fucked up now. It's so polluted that it's scary to eat seafood right now. I'm glad I'm not a seafood lover. And I'm not talking about pussy, because some of y'all women gonna be looking at this, talking about, you eat pussy, nigga. That's fish. We're not talking about the tuna fish between your legs that should be fresh. We're talking about this shit out here in the ocean, in the water, where they dump all this shit out there, oil, gas, and it just blends with the water. It goes in the fish's system, and then we fish it out, and we eat the shit. And we get every piece of poison that absorbed in that fish's body into our body. That's why I don't fuck with it. But see, y'all niggas, y'all want to be exotic. You want to say that you tried caviar, sushi, raw fish, all the shit that could give you salmonella poison. And y'all will go out here and get this type of shit. But let me get into the story. 147 customers reported symptoms of vomiting and diarrhea after eating grilled eel sold in the grocery section of a department store in Tokyo between July the 24th and the 25th. Call in. You can call in. Anybody want to talk this shit with me? 147 customers. They were throwing up and shitting out their ass. When you throwing up and shitting at the same time, it's a motherfucker. What's up? What's up? I see you in here, brother. I'm talking this shit about how we eating all these crazy foods that we don't know nothing about, and this shit is taking us out. 147 people got sick from eating grilled eel in Tokyo. I would never tried that shit. I'm just saying. I'm going to eat what I know is meant for me. Now, Japan has a tradition of eating roasted eel as a tonic for the heat during the hottest days of summer. A woman in her 90s died after developing symptoms, but her exact cause of death is still being investigated. They're going to try to cover this up. Two other people were hospitalized, but the symptoms were milder. It's like when people was getting sick with COVID. Old people's immune system are not as strong as younger people. So when people was getting sick from COVID, they was dying. They was dropping like flies because that shit was fucking with their respiratory system, taking their ass out of here. And guess what we was doing? They was telling people to just go home for 2 weeks and just sit there. They weren't telling you to drink tea, eat fruits, put all the vitamin C that you can to push the shit out. Because that's what I did both times that I caught COVID. I sipped ginger tea with honey in it, and that shit was just flowing out of me. I was coughing up so much mucus. I'm like, damn, this is the recipe to get this shit out your body. Next topic. I got a whole lot of shit I'm going to talk about this motherfucking morning. You get your ass ready. Wake up, goddammit. You should have some coffee and tea. You're listening to me. It's a beautiful day today. Blueface out of California. Brother got skills. Y'all might have seen him on the internet with his girlfriend. The man just got sentenced to 4 years in prison. Thought he was going to be getting out this summer. The judge shut him down. Now, the verdict brought tears to his dad's face. Let me tell you something about America. Sometimes you can get away with acting a fool. Sometimes you can't. Blueface is a gangster. He's a Crip. He comes from the street. So this brother will be all right during his time until he get out. But that ain't the point. I know he don't want to be in that motherfucker. But while Blueface was out, he had a bunch of altercations in the streets that led to this debacle. And I hate to see young gangster brothers that let people send them out, psych them out, get them caught up. Because all it be is, when you young and you gang affiliated, you be trying to constantly prove to the niggas around you that you about what you about. When you don't have to do that, you already proved that you're a man. You're proving that you're not scared to risk your life. Now it's time to get the money and protect your life. It's the opposite. That's what you niggas are not realizing in the streets. Okay, if you come up in an environment where you're forced to be out there, soon as you make it where you don't have to, you get out the way. That is the object of coming from the hood and making it out. Not to stay in it, motherfucker. Because guess what? Them niggas that ain't got the talent to make it out, they will suck you back in. They sitting back in the cut like this here. He ain't gonna be like us. He gonna be somebody. Set a trap for him. We gotta keep him back here nibbling off this cheese like us. If he realize he ain't got to nibble off this cheese like us rotten rats in the neighborhood, he gonna make it out. And them be the rotten rats that'll pull you back. Yeah, they'll pull you back and have you running around the gutter forever. You can't fall for this shit. So I be trying to tell motherfuckers. Like, for instance, we living in a city, and we living in a world that where they tell us we're getting boneless chicken wings, right? And it's something that y'all better pay attention to, because some of y'all gonna go out with your kids and you're gonna go out with your teeth and it fell out your mouth. Some of y'all ain't got teeth no more. You're gonna order boneless wings. And when you try to eat them boneless wings, some of them gonna have bones in there, not all of them. But guess what? If it do got a bone in there and it get caught in your throat and you get sick, you're not gonna be able to sue. You need to hear this. See, I drop knowledge on my show. Not every episode, but a lot of episodes I'm gonna tell you and inform you on something you need to know so you can save yourself. Chicken wing advertised as bones can have bones. Ohio Supreme Court decides. Consumers cannot expect boneless chicken wings to actually be free of bone, divided Ohio Supreme Court rule, rejecting claims by a restaurant patron who suffered serious medical complications from getting the bone stuck in their throat. Did you hear what the fuck I just said? Huh? They got bones caught in their throat and wasn't nothing they can fucking do about it. Michael Berkheimer was dining with his wife and friend at a wing joint and ordered the usual boneless wings and Parmesan garlic sauce when he felt a bite-sized piece of meat going down the wrong way. 3 days later, feverish and unable to keep food down, he went to the emergency room where the doctors discovered a long, thin bone that had torn his esophagus and caused the infection. I ain't though. They sued the restaurant, saying the restaurant failed to warn him that the so-called boneless wings, which are, of course, nuggets of boneless, skinless breast meat, could contain bones. This shit is a motherfucker. Now, in a 4-3 ruling, the Supreme Court said the boneless wing refers to a cooking style. Ain't this a bitch? You see how they be doing shit in court? It refers to a cooking style. See, white-collar crimes are so slick that you have to read between the thin line. So you mean to tell me that when you eating at a restaurant, you have signed a verbal contract like somebody that done signed a fucked up rap deal and got beat out of their money? The record company make $1 million and you get 10,000. They done fucked us with this motherfucking shit here. I used to go to restaurants and order boneless wings all the time. And when I eaten them, I never had nothing in the back of my head or a thought that I would get a bone cut in my throat. Be tearing them motherfuckers up. So just think about it. How many people across the globe that have ate boneless wings, that have had slick bones in them, that has went inside their stomach like this person and cut their esophagus up, and we didn't even know? Yeah, you wondering a week or two later, you just thinking you sick from something else, wondering what the fuck wrong from you. This is some trickery shit that can fuck you up for the rest of your life. That America has passed a law for companies to sell us and trick us. That's the purpose of it being boneless wings, no bone. Not boneless wings, and then if we do get sick, the company's got a way out of not paying us. See, we living in a country where big countries have an advantage. Hold on, let me say this shit right. We living in a country where big companies have an advantage over little bitty people like me and you. So when they fuck up and something go wrong, they are protected and they cover this shit up. They cover it up. That's what's going on. Okay, I got to get to this. Women with men knowing they don't want the next man that they talking to. Why is this going on? I have been running into women lately and they have a man, but they trying to play like they want to be with you to fuck your life up. The evenness out here is on an all-time high. At first, y'all used to always say, men ain't shit. Every man is a dog. A lot of women are turning the tables. We are finna start saying it in a minute. Because a lot of women are out here playing serious games when y'all need to be at home raising these kids. We need y'all, ladies. If all y'all turn sour, the world is over. That's the only thing we had good left. When we was out here cheating and acting a fool, we needed y'all to stay home and take care of the kids. Now y'all like, fuck this shit. We finna get out here and do what you niggas do. So that just leave the kids on their own. And you wonder why all these crimes are being committed by these little bad motherfuckers. That's it. I ain't gonna hold y'all all motherfucking morning. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, Nico.